Nevada holds GOP caucuses with Trump poised to extend winning streak, CNN Politics. CNN. Former President Donald Trump is set to add a win in the Nevada Republican caucuses Thursday to his victories in Iowa and New Hampshire as he continues his march to his party's 2024 presidential nomination. Trump faces no major opposition on the ballot in Nevada's second election in 3 days. The state GOP opted to ignore the results of Tuesday's state-run primary, and instead award its 26 delegates based on the results of Thursday's party-run caucuses. The party also barred candidates who participated in the primary, including Trump's last remaining major opponent, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, from appearing on the caucus ballot. Trump's political fate faced judgment beyond the ballot box Thursday. Earlier in the day, the U.S. Supreme Court heard arguments about whether the former president's actions around the January 6, 2021, attack on the U.S. Capitol make him ineligible for office. Nevada Republicans aren't the only ones caucusing Thursday. The U.S. Virgin Islands, an American territory that participates in the presidential nominating process but not in the general election, is also holding Republican caucuses with both Trump and Haley competing for its 4 delegates. Haley faced an embarrassing outcome Tuesday in Nevada when she finished second to none of these candidates in the non-binding primary, an outcome that likely reflected many GOP voters' preference for Trump in a state that gives them the option to express their dissatisfaction with all candidates on the ballot. While no delegates were on the line, the primary represented a setback for Haley as she seeks to prove to Republican donors and voters that she remains a viable contender ahead of her next major head-to-head contest with Trump in the February 24 South Carolina primary. "We always knew Nevada was a scam," Haley said in a Fox Business interview Wednesday. "Trump had it rigged from the very beginning. We didn't spend a day or a dollar there. We weren't even worried about it." Trump, meanwhile, had urged his supporters in the Silver State to skip the primary and vote in the caucuses. "In your state, you have both a primary and you have a caucus. Don't worry about the primary, just do the caucus thing," he told attendees at a recent Las Vegas rally. The dueling contests are the result of a 2021 state law that scrapped Nevada's presidential caucuses in favor of government-run primaries. Advocates said the move would be less cumbersome to run and less confusing for voters. A pair of ballot drop boxes are displayed at a voter center in Las Vegas during the Nevada presidential primary on February 6, 2024. Patrick T. Fallon, AFP, Getty Images. However, the Nevada Republican Party, which is led by Trump loyalists, opted to hold caucuses this year anyway and award the state's delegates to the Republican National Convention based on those results. It also warned candidates who participated in the primary that they would not be eligible for the caucuses or to receive any delegates. Still, some Republican presidential contenders, including Haley, filed to run in the primary. Trump is now the last remaining major contender in Thursday's caucuses, which effectively guarantees his victory. He faces only token opposition on Thursday's ballot from little-known Texas pastor Ryan Binkley. Democrats awarded their 2024 presidential delegates from Nevada based on the results of Tuesday's first in the West primary, which President Joe Biden won in dominating fashion, adding to his win in South Carolina as he moves toward securing his party's nomination for a second term. The lack of competitive primaries in Nevada means major presidential contenders paid little attention to the Silver State. That's likely to change in the fall, when Nevada, a state Biden narrowly won in 2020 but where Republicans flipped the governor's office in 2022, will be a presidential and Senate battleground. CNN's David Wright, Ethan Cohen and Terrence Burlage contributed to this report.